shot of downtown St. Louis and the Gateway Arch as our coverage on the MVC TV network continues. Quarterfinal Friday in the 2025 State Farm Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Tournament inside Enterprise Center. Game 3 as the Bradley Braves get set to take on the Murray State Racers. And a look at the bracket in the Valley this weekend. It is brought to you by Explore St. Louis. Start planning now at explorestlouis.com. Murray State last night with the big victories you see over Evansville, moving on to the quarterfinals. As you can see already, half of our semifinal Saturday puzzle has been solved. Welcome back into the Enterprise Center. Kevin Lehman and Scott Warman with you. Well, this could be a very interesting matchup game because we could see a lot of points. Kevin even mentioned earlier today, might have to get our calculator out today.
Bradley leading the nation in three-point percentage at 40%. And how about this Murray State team? They dropped in 14 triples in that win last night against Evansville.
Very disappointing game for Terrence Harcum last night for Murray State. He missed his shot. What's going on with this guy?
Well, Terrence Harcum, 6'3" senior, 31 points against Evansville, 10 for 11. He was a perfect 7 for 7 from distance. Against Bradley last time they played, he threw in 22. Harcum's got that quick release, great body strength. Last 4 games, he's been on a heater. 21 points a game for Harcum in his last 4.
Speaking of threes, how about the Dean?
The Duke team, 5'8", package of dynamite. First team MVC pick. He brings leadership, energy, a spirit that lifts his teammates, and he can put down multiple threes. That last matchup against Murray, 24 points, 6 triples, and he hit 3 of them in a row to break that game open.
Who's going to make it to semifinals Saturday? Braves or Racers? Starting lineups and opening tip as we continue our coverage of quarterfinal Friday of Arch Madness.
Are you joking?
The MVC TV network is brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Credit Union One, the official deposit partner of the Missouri Valley Conference. Explore St. Louis. Start planning your visit now at explorestlouis.com. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters. Grinnell Mutual Insurance. Contact an agent near you for all your home, farm, auto, or business insurance needs.
Bradley Murray State getting set to duel here at Enterprise Center as we take a look at their series history. It is made possible by Antigua, proud partner of the Missouri Valley Conference. Antigua Apparel, arrive comfortably. All right, let's get you the keys for tonight's game. It is brought to you by Credit Union One. Kev?
Well, for the Racers, they have to chase Bradley off the arc. Lots of pressure out there. Bradley with 9 players that shoot 37% or better. They hit 12 triples against Murray State just a couple of weeks ago. And for the Bradley Braves, they got that great length on the front line. They can switch 1 through 4 on the perimeter. Is that length? They're going to plug the gaps with active hands. They're going to challenge you at the rim. 13 offensive rebounds against Murray, and they had 8 blocked shots against the Racers.
Folks, discover better banking for all with Credit Union One, the official deposit partner of the Missouri Valley Conference. Learn more at cu1.com. And let's check in with Adam Emenecker. Adam.
Yeah, really important in this game. Frisky beginnings. Both these teams important to get off to a hot start. Last time they played, Murray jumped out 14-0. The Braves had to battle all the way back. On the year, Murray State 11-3 when leading at the half. The Bradley Braves 17-0. We'll see who gets off to a hotter start tonight.
All right, Adam, thank you so much. Of course, the Bradley Braves with so many returners from last year, and that leads us into the starting lineups as the expectations for Brian Wardle's team sky high before the season started, bud.
They've got 4 seniors there that are their leaders, but they're led by Duke Dean, Christian Davis, Zeke Montgomery, and the big man, Jonovich, in the middle, can patrol the paint.
As Kevin pointed out, Harcum coming off that career night last night. Just an incredible show by him and his teammates as they come away with a victory. This is the first meeting ever between the Racers and the Braves at Arch Madness. Of course, Murray State now in their 3rd year, just like Belmont, who advanced earlier today in the Missouri Valley Conference.
Murray State's going to be with that 4-guard lineup. They're going to try and spread you out, get dribble penetration. They are best when they're driving it to the lane and kicking it out for 3 balls.
Underway here at Enterprise Center as the Racers will have the opening possession. Ellington open. Oh, he can't get the finish.
Hannah with that length bothering him at the rim.
Zeke Montgomery. Of course, everyone knows the story. Started in Peoria. Took a trip out east for a year and decided to come back with his buddies.
He's so good with that mid-range jump shot. 6'6", upper body strength, can get it to his spots.
There's Ferguson. Ferguson with a change in his number. We'll get to that why in a second. Jacoby Wood with 2 left on the shot clock. Hannah comes away with the rebound. Jonovich posting up. That's just pure muscle.
7'1", but his wingspan is 7'6". Bang Ellington inside, got it right under the rim. See if they go back in the Jonovich on the next trip.
Here's Milton turning the corner. Stays in bounds somehow, some way. Now Ferguson wearing 31. He actually ripped his number 7 jersey during warm-ups, and hence the number change for him tonight. Milton can't dial it in from long distance. And to start things out, it's Zeke Montgomery who is manning up Harcum.
That's a good matchup to keep an eye on. And also this matchup out front, you got Duke Dean. Ferguson on Dean. Ferguson with that great link. Now Dean doesn't need much room to get that 3 ball off. Loves that. Pulled up and popped the 3 in your face.
Yeah, up against Wood. Murray State went under travel call, didn't get it. Montgomery short on this attempt. I'll tell you what, Ellington working hard against the bigger foe defensively. Jonovic wins that battle.
Jonovic has been good at both ends. At the turnover of the trip before he challenged him at the three-point line.
Dean drives it home.
That is number 100 this season for Duke Dean from the three-point line. Ferguson catches the screen. Jonovic, the big body. Dean came in this game with 99 triples on the season, number 100 for the Duke. When he scores buckets, Scotty, Bradley wins games. Look at that, 15 points in the game in their wins, just under 10 in the losses. And the shooting percentage is the same, three-point percentage, 44% when the Duke has got it going, 30% on the losses. Good start for Duke Dean.
There he is in his 10th season, Brian Wardle, of course, coming over from Wisconsin, Green Bay, turning that program around just like he has done in Peoria, bringing winning basketball. And just talking to some of the folks from Central Illinois earlier today, it is great to go back to Carver Arena and see packed houses for Braves games.
Oh, one of my favorite places to call a game. You can smell the popcorn. Well, Murray State on the attack. They're getting in penetration, but they keep coming up with some dry wells.
As Adam pointed out in his report, he's going to get this good start, and will it dictate what we're going to see in the end? There you see Steve Prohm just picked up his 149th win at Murray, of course, in his second stint. And the Bluegrass State.
He's had some great guards this time there. Tyrese Halliburton at Iowa State. He's got to pick up the gold medal, coached by Steve Prohm.
That's pretty right there by Davis.
I really like this game. He does a little bit of everything for the Braves. The defensive end can guard 1 through 4. Knocks down the 3 that time. The short-range jumper.
Atlason checking in. He's got Ellington. Oh, stolen away by Hannah. Dean.
That length of the defensive end is causing problems.
Ferguson in transition.
Murray State, if they can get operating in space, the 4-guard lineup can really cause some problems for Bradley.
Hannah spots up for a 3. And the rebound taken by Ferguson. Milton saw the seam. And he gets it to drop.
Now, Jonovic is on the sideline about to check in, but that leaves a big hole in that lane for Murray State to attack the rim.
That one slides out. Ferguson chases it down. I like the pace. Can Murray State do it for 40 minutes?
Harko's been quiet thus far. What a good matchup with Atlason.
Harkin, crossover, trying to drive on Atlason. And he really had to adjust that shot because of the wingspan of Atlason.
Well, also, that first play they run, he takes his man in, they get a pin down. He scored off that a number of times yesterday, but Bradley had it well scouted. This is Bradley's smaller lineup. They got 5 guys that can shoot 3s in there.
Montgomery, and after the hot 9-0 start, Bradley all of a sudden cooling down here a bit.
Murray's got to take advantage of that cold spell.
Racers basketball when we come back. Just underway, our 3rd quarterfinal game. Racers and Braves from the Enterprise Center. for men's basketball, presented by Great Southern Bank. Understanding what really matters. Member FDIC. A lot of Drake representation there. Connor Turnbull getting the defensive MVP. Titan Anderson, Scholar Athlete of the Year, and the most improved team captain, Chase Walker. We just saw Illinois State get dispatched by Belmont just earlier this afternoon.
And last night we saw All Right for Valpo put on quite a show in the Beacon's big win.
Great Southern Bank in the Valley are proud to recognize the league's Player of the Year with the Larry Bird Trophy. 9-0 start for the Braves, but now Murray State has answered with 4, and now out of the timeout, struggling to get the ball in, and they have burned 2 timeouts in the opening 5.5.
Well, one of the keys we talked about is that length of Bradley. Well scouted OB play. Head Coach Bradley out there showing that wingspan. Get out and get in those passing lanes. Get your mitts up in the passing lanes. Harkham's going to draw a lot of attention from this Bradley defense tonight. They can switch 1 through 4 when they got Jonovic in there. You see that start 0 for 3 for Murray, and Bradley off to a hot start, but they've cooled off since. 4 or 5 to start, 0 for 4. The last 4.
Oh man, turnover. What a mistake there by Harkham.
That is the 3rd miscue for the Racers. The keys yesterday was their ability to control the basketball and not throw it away.
As Johnson went the top freshman in the league. Love his game.
Oh, yeah, he plays fearless. With a fearless abandonment.
And he works his way to a Milton foul. It is kind of funny when you think about, I mean, we've gotten to know Brian Wardle pretty well over the years, 10th season in the Valley. And even when he first came over from Green Bay, it was all about the defense.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about three-point shooting this year.
Yeah, lead the nation in 3-point percentage. More finesse team they had in the past. He's had a lot of length and bulk up front. Rick Mask in that group. Elevate Leons, who led the league in steals. Defensive Player of the Year twice, but this team is still long. Not the physical strength inside that we've seen in the past Bradley teams. But they can shoot the rock.
Down to 2, Dean, and that's gonna, did he get it off? No, it's a shot clock violation.
Well, Adam talked about the hot start for Bradley. They did get off to a good start, but they have cooled off as of late. Birch in the game for Bradley. He can be instant offense. Give him the ball, let him go one-on-one.
Milton from the corner. First 3 dropped down by the Racers.
Yesterday he found that left corner against Evansville, knocked a couple in early to get the Racers going.
Scoring drought of over 3 minutes now after the hot start for the Braves. Demarion Birch. Good defense by Jacoby Wood.
Oh, nowhere to go.
And there goes the shot clock winding down. Johnson has to force it up.
Ball pressure by Murray has been excellent since that slow start. Steve Chrome likes to run a lot of sets with this offense. He's directing traffic on the sideline. Middle ball screen. They're running Harkham off the baseline.
Jacoby. Back of the iron. Hand is there to collect the miss.
Ferguson on. There it is.
Yeah, I was going to say the mismatch there. They found it.
Got the
as
switch.
Ferguson. It's the little outman with Jonovic, that size differential.
But it is a side ball screen, and Ferguson got switched on it. Jonovic, you can see, he's like, oh, I'm in trouble here. Yonovich, good job of putting the target hand up.
AJ was doing his best, though. Milton from the other side.
Brian Warwick here, this team, he likes to try to score early transition. Murray State getting back and getting the ball stopped.
Yonovich with the rebound, slides out. Wood pushing it. Arkham steps into this one, in and out.
And then good look at that one. Wood with that Euro kickback. Harkham on the trail. Defense by Murray's been good. Slow start, but they've certainly tightened it up.
Bradley using almost the whole possession clock on these possessions. And there's a block by Ellington.
There's what they like.
Wood in transition against Hannah. And it will be Murray State basketball when we come back, as the Racers have cooled the Braves off after a hot start.
Got a lot of mileage
Yonovich.
inside from the big man. The catch and the finish. He's got 4 for the Braves.
Adam Emenecker here with Coach Brian Wardle. And Coach, started off 9-0, pretty good toughness from your team. How do you feel with the way they've settled in?
Good. Transition defense, we got to tighten up a little bit. I like our toughness on defense. We're contesting everything. Offensively, we had some great looks to start. Now we're a little stagnant and standing too much, so we got to get the ball moving.
All right, good luck. Thank you, Coach.
Coach and Adam, thanks so much, as there is a large contingency of fans from Peoria. Now, as we see Brian Wardle there, check out those shoes. I mean, Kevin, you got to get a pair of those. I didn't see Brian before the game. I got to talk to him about these kicks. I mean, that's sharp.
How do you know I don't have a pair of those shoes?
Well, I've never seen you wear them. Maybe you do. I don't know. Emenecker, you got a pair of shoes like that, buddy?
No, nothing like that in my closet. But apparently for Coach Wardle, these are his special occasion shoes. Likes to wear them in the Battle of I-74 against Illinois State. And, of course, the Valley Tournament. So, sporting his Bradley Reds.
I think that started with that 2019-2020 tournament championship teams started wearing those shoes. And it's good luck charm since.
Shot clock violation on the Racers.
great help side defense. And we get a piece of that one. The length, we've talked about 8 blocks the last time Murray visited Carver Arena in Peoria.
And on Lindsay.
They like to use that ISO move, get handed the ball at the elbow. The lefty can go downhill, takes away the help defense.
You know, it's been interesting because we've seen Hannah really try to expand his game from beyond the arc from an offensive standpoint this year.
Hannah always been a very willing passer and active at the defensive. And they went to him in that win at Drake. Last play was a dunk by Hannah on a ghost screen. They also went to him against Murray in that overtime for the last winning basket. Well, Brian Worrell has faith in his senior, Darius Hannah.
And Darius will get a breather on that Bradley bench.
And keep an eye on number 4, Thomas Bradley. He likes to shoot the 3 ball, the pick and pop move.
Driving the baseline. He wanted a foul call, didn't get it. Smooth jumper by Zeke Montgomery.
Oh, mid-range game is spectacular. Once he gets in the rhythm and gets to his spot, uses his height and upper body strength.
Lindsay. And he gets the bucket and the foul. Corey Thomas whistled for the foul.
And power strength inside by Lindsay. Short roll, bounce pass inside, great footwork. Gets it up on the glass and it rolls through for Lindsay. That step through move. Trying to take away his left hand, get on his right shoulder, be able to turn back, come back with his weak hand for the finish.
He had 17 in the matchup against Bradley just a couple of weeks ago. And you were on that broadcast where they had to go overtime before the eventual victory for the Braves. And now a timeout as the full court pressure caught the Braves a little off guard there. I think Coach Pro wanted the 5-second call.
That's the way Murray needs to play. Those 4 guards use their quickness. Been effective at the defensive end after that slow start.
Valley fans, MVC-sports.com/gear, the official online store of the Missouri Valley Conference. Celebrate your team's title with officially licensed shirts, hoodies, hats, and more from all 18 MVC championships, including Arch Madness and the Credit Union 1 MVC Women's Basketball Tournament. Visit MVC-sports.com/gear to get yours today.
Okay, now Adam Emenecker needs a do-rag like that to go with those red shoes. Or maybe Brian Worrell does. That's a good look.
So out of the timeout before the 5-second call, Race is going back to the full court press here.
As long as they stay out of foul problems, I like them going out and full court pressure, but they have a short bench, Murray State Racers, so they can't afford to get foul issues, especially here in the first half.
Dean. And we'll go back the other way.
And Dean clapped his hand. He had a great look at it. Got Ferguson buried below the ball screen. Dean just playing with the screen, going left, coming back right. Well, Dean prefers to go left off the bounce on that pull-up 3.
Racers 1 for their last 7 from the field. Applewhite. Quick spin move by Lindsay, and he'll head back to the free throw line again.
Lindsay too quick for Thomas to handle. I keep giving to Lindsay. The lefty's got some speed. A little undersized in the post. But you get him out about 10 or 12 foot, what I call the mid-range post position, and let him face up. Great footwork. Get by the defender or get the contact.
And Leonovich will have to come in as Thomas picks up his second personal.
If this changes for Bradley at the defensive end, now they'll switch 1 through 4 on the perimeter and try to keep Jonovic not involved in those switching those screens.
Montgomery.
Nice little play with Montgomery.
Ferguson trying to give Jacoby some help. It worked out.
Turned his head.
Arkham hits his first 3. And the lead is down to 1 at 15-14.
When Harkham gets to that shooting motion, gets his legs into it, it is pure.
Atlason trying to back in. Stolen away by Ferguson. Foul is called.
Well, this is what the Racers like to do. Get going downhill, play in some space. Wood goes ahead. Harkham in rhythm. Pulls up for the stop and pop.
Here with Coach Steve Prohm. And Coach, you knew this was going to be a physical game. Bradley came out really hot. Your team responded well. You're out rebounding them though so far. I know that's big for you.
Yeah, that's key. We got to keep doing that. We got punched in the mouth a little bit. We talked about Rocky, right? You boxing match. You're gonna get hit. You got to hit back, and we've done a good job with that. It's just a physical Missouri Valley game. You know that.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Coach and Adam, thanks so much. And talking about that hot start, and you look at Bradley now just 1 of 7 from beyond the arc. Conversely, for Murray State, at the under 8, Kevin, last night, Murray State was 5 of 10 from three-point range, just 2 of 6 right now. Little contrasting numbers 24 hours ago.
Yeah. And you go back to that last contest, these two of Peoria. Bradley was 12 of 22 from the arc in that game. And use Leans as a high post screener, get Jonovic out of the paint.
Arkham. Shot clock is winding down. Terrence gonna have to fire it up. And Jonovic is there.
A good defensive stand by the Braves. They can't get the running game going, Scott. They want to get out, get shots up before the defense gets set.
And Applewhite for mano a mano, and Aldo's going to pick up the foul.
Brandon doing a lot of ISO plays for Hannah and Montgomery.
Johnson looking for some help.
Johnson keeps getting in there, but he can't get his shot up. Most
Montgomery
effective
on Wood.
That's been the most effective offense right there. At Zeke Montgomery, go one-on-one from about 17 feet, back his man in and use his height to score over the top.
Ellington gets the miss and gets the putback.
First one bothered again by the length of Bradley inside, but Ellington stuck with it.
Interesting attacking Yonovich on that possession. Let's see if they go back to that again in the next one.
I think you have to keep going after the big man.
Yonovich on the drive, and he'll head to the free throw line.
Ball screened by Johnson. Pocket pass. Yonovich was really good at that medium post on that short roll. I had a good discussion with the big Serbian. He said, my job is to screen for Duke Dean and get him open. And to plug up the middle at the defensive end.
That's a big screen.
This is the thing about Yonovich. His parents are both 6 foot. You would think somebody in that family would be at least the 6'8", 6'9" range. He is 7'1".
Back home, he's got like 6 or 7 different nicknames too back in Serbia.
Really nice young man. A great talk with him. Speaks a number of languages also.
So Corey Thomas checks back in for Yonovich, and remember Corey checked out with 2 personal fouls. Milton cut off on the drive.
And you can see Bradley able to switch those screens with him and take away their dribble drives.
Ferguson, good. Shot clock is winding down. Kobe's going to have to hustle. Ellington. And he gets bailed out on the foul call.
You like the persistence of Murray State on that possession. Just kept probing in the middle, kept probing in the middle. There goes Wood, bounce pass, and Ellington scoops from underneath and gets the contact.
Ellington's awareness on that shot of where the shot clock was at, because if he even hesitated a little bit more, he would have had probably a better shot attempts, but he knew it was winding down to nothing, and he had to get that thing off in a hurry.
A nice scoop shot, and then he got the free throw to go down. He struggled with the free throw line early. Then the last month, he's really improved his ability to finish at the line. He's been over 70% in his last 38 attempts.
And it's really propelled the team from the free throw line overall in the last month of the regular season.
Well, plus you can trust to throw it into him now. So if he gets fouled, he gets the free throw line and put some points on the board. That wasn't true back in December.
And he ties the score. And now Ferguson gets called for the foul the other way. By the way, Corey Thomas, that was the one that was called for the infraction on the other end, and that's number 3. And so Brian Wardle forced to take him out here with 5:38 remaining in this first half of play.
Really like this freshman Johnson at the line. All freshman team. That was an easy choice for me.
Me too.
Upper body. I asked him, you had to be like a linebacker in football or a tailback, fullback, something. He goes, no, I was a defensive back. I'd give that guy the ball and send him off tackle.
Great, just let him go downhill, right?
I wouldn't want to tackle him. Look at the thighs on that young man. All of those players out of Milwaukee at Brian Wardle.
Yeah, that train from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Wardle's.
Jimmy's
a lot of tracks to Peoria.
Jimmy Foster's assistant's Milwaukee guy, played at South Dakota. I remember him as a player, but Birch, Johnson from that Milwaukee area, along with Darius Hannah, they've done a great job of mining that area. Of course, Brian Wardle played at Marquette and coached at Green Bay.
Boy, strong move by Ellington.
Get him going. He's on stop.
For the first time tonight, Murray State has the lead at 20-19. Johnson, head fake, and the travel.
I call that Murray State team. They're just grinders. They just keep coming at you. Some toughness to them. It bounce fast feed, and the defender goes down. Ellington recognizes, gets right to the rim. Then Johnson tries to get some penetration. Loses control, drags the pivot foot.
What we're talking about, Ellington getting those touches inside over the last couple of possessions. Yonovich now comes back in.
Ellington's got the guard on him.
Kobe trying to dish it off. Nice job by Applewhite to chase it down. Wood with 5. Wood on the drive. And the follow by Ellington.
You called it, man. Get him going. Ellington active on the glass. That dribble penetration forces Yonovich to come over and help. Leaves that backside rebound wide open for the Racers.
Bradley started out with a 9-0 lead, and the Racers had themselves a 3-point lead, and the basketball again.
Chrome slowing him down, trying to get his team in a set. They run a lot of sets, and you see a lot of side ball screens.
Ellington with the touch. Ellington, no. Rebound taken by Hannah.
They did a really good job on Dean, staying in front of Duke Dean. Ferguson and now Wood.
There's that pick by Yonovich.
Oh.
Opens it up for Duke. Dean, it's a 2.
Comes off that screen, going left. Duke with quick release.
Wood, nice head fake. Ellington again getting the touch. He is having himself a first half.
He's getting it down in the sweet spot, burying the defender under the rim.
Dean.
Yep.
Oh, yes, sir. And we're tied at 24.
Duke Dean is a multiple three maker. He makes one, he's going to come back the next trip looking for another. He is on track to be the career three-point leader at Bradley University.
Wood, Ellington gets his own rebound. Milton, and he's fouled.
Great kick out by Ellington.
Well, folks, fasten your seatbelts. We got a good one here. Quarterfinal Friday. Arch Madness 2025. Time now for tonight's State Farm MVC Scholar Athlete of the Game. It is Bradley's Connor Dillon, the local guy from Peoria, the graduate guard. Dillon has a 3.66 GPA in nonprofit leadership and earned the 2025 third-team MVC Scholar Athlete honors. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When Connor started his career, spent 4 years at Winona State, was a big-time scorer at Winona State and transferred back home to Peoria for his 5th year, his COVID year. Got a brother that plays at Belmont, redshirt at Belmont.
That is correct. Well, you just have to love what Murray State has done after this slow start. Down 9-0. Steve Prohm forced to call a timeout within the first couple of minutes of this game. And especially against as good of a team as we all know in Bradley, the tent could have almost been folded there. And folks, we got ourselves a ball game right now.
Well, I think the speed of the game here favors Murray right now. It's
Right
kind
now.
of a slow out, slug it out game. Bradley wants to get a little faster pace going.
Bradley definitely uses a lot more of the bench. Sorry, Kevin.
Yep. The Murray's, they're just grinders. Kind of keep grinding at you with that four-guard lineup, probing and probing until they find a crack in your defense.
Had 14 in the victory against Evansville last night.
He got him off to a great start. Hit those corner threes. First couple trips down. And then it was the Harkham show after that. It's Terrence Harkham 7 for 7 from distance against Evansville.
Speaking of Harkham, he picks up the foul.
I really like what I'm seeing from Murray State defensively. Bradley really struggling. Other than those Duke Dean triples, they've had trouble getting any consistency here at the offensive end.
Here's Hannah, who's been very quiet offensively, trying to dump down. And we get another foul.
Another one on Harkham.
Looks like that's going to force Applewhite to come to the game. That's the 6th team foul for Murray State, and 2 of those 6 on Harkham. Montgomery, and he traveled. Yep. Couldn't keep that pivot foot down, and that is the 4th turnover of the opening 20 minutes for the Braves.
Well, Murray State's defense is really shrinking the floor. They're trying to do a middle ball screen. Bradley get penetration from the top. They pinched it in and not doing some great on-ball defense. I tell you, this 4-guard lineup for Murray State, they got some toughness to them. They get mismatched and post them up. They'll fight you on that. Their on-ball defense is excellent.
Ellington could post up Dean right now, and they see the mismatch, but the offensive foul is going to be called. Yonovich switched up and had Wood, and so Ellington had Dean, and they just couldn't get it inside to number 23.
Ellington had him pinned. He kept calling for the basketball, but they couldn't find him. Now Ferguson, that new jersey number back on Dean.
And an offensive foul is on Montgomery. He does not like the call at all, and his teammates are trying to calm him down a little bit.
He's really struggled now. He got some good looks on that ISO play. Like Milton with great footwork. Oh, I don't know. Milton was a bit behind and shuffling. Now he got the benefit of that call.
Boy. And the last touch by Murray State. Johnson comes back in for Demarion Birch.
Big possession here for Bradley. They've been really struggling here at the offensive end. Maybe not get it back after this one.
Scoring drought of over 2 minutes. That's the second or third time we've seen the Braves in a scoring drought. Hannah's going to back in. And the bucket and foul as Hannah comes up big in the final 30 seconds.
Nice job by the freshman, Juan Johnson. Middle ball screen. Finds Hannah. Hannah going downhill. Enough strength to finish with the contact.
Stay tuned for our halftime report, a presentation of State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. We'll have highlights and stats with Tom Ackerman. It's all coming up on our State Farm halftime report.
Steve Prohm brings Harkham back in for this last offensive possession. Bradley showing zone.
Ferguson down to 4, and he'll head to the line to try to give the Racers the lead at the break.
Nice play by the Racers. They overloaded the side, ran a shooter to the corner that opened up the gap. Ferguson able to bounce it right to the rim. Missed opportunities at the free throw line. Racers have gotten there a number of times. This will be their 10th trip. Remember, Murray State attempts more free throws than anyone in the conference.
One-point lead, 1.6 remaining. Dean fires it up. Oh, pretty close. What a rebound for the Racers as they go to the locker room with the lead at 28-27.
Good start by Bradley. The Racers able to come back, get some momentum going. Now going to halftime with that 1-point lead.
All right, let's send it over to Adam as he's with Coach Prohm. Adam.
Coach, Nick Ellington, really good first half. How do you help him keep it up in the second?
Well, we just got to, when we have the right matchups inside, we got to go at them. You know, different when they got Alderson and Janovic in there. It's a different matchup when we're trying to do offensively. Biggest thing, we just got to keep guard. Held him to 27 points. We let Dean get loose those couple possessions. That was big.
Thanks, Coach.
Coach, Adam, thanks so much. 20 minutes, the books here. Arch Madness 2025. Game 3 of quarterfinal Friday. A hot start for the Braves, but the Racers come back, and they have the 1-point lead. State Farm halftime report with Tom Ackerman is coming up next.
The MVC TV network is brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Credit Union One, the official deposit partner of the Missouri Valley Conference. Explore St. Louis. Start planning your visit now at exploreStLouis.com. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters. Grinnell Mutual Insurance. Contact an agent near you for all your home, farm, auto, or business insurance needs.
Welcome to our halftime report, a presentation of State Farm, proud partner of the Missouri Valley Conference. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Murray State leading the number 2 seed Bradley Braves 28-27 at the break. It's time for tonight's halftime chat, made possible by Credit Union One, the official deposit partner of the Missouri Valley Conference, and we're joined by one of the great players in Arch Madness history. This is Marcellus Somerville, the great Bradley Brave, and you and I were talking about it. 06 was amazing. Not only what you did, taking your team to the Sweet 16, but the fact that this place, they had to turn people away. It was unreal. You had about 20,000 in here.
Wow. I don't think we quite understood the impact that we were making on just the town, the league, but it was a phenomenal feat that we were able to do. Just being able to get to the finals, play a battle of a game with SLU. So it was tremendous.
It was great. And then you went on to the Sweet 16. You beat Kansas, you beat Pitt. 4 teams that year out of the Valley went to the NCAA tournament. Take me back to that win over KU. I can still picture it.
I can too, and I watch the short version often with my kids, but just reminiscing. But no, it was a great game. It was a band of brothers who came together for one common cause, which was to put Peoria on the map and just play the game of basketball.
And you have put Peoria on the map in so many different ways. The Peoria Friendship House of Christian Services is very near to your heart. You're the CEO. You do a lot for the community. Tell me about it.
The organization that I have the privilege of running is second to none. Our mission is to do the work of Jesus Christ, providing hope, respect, and a pathway to prosperity. We do that in various ways through our program services, but ultimately it's about providing hope for the families and just serving them where they are and trying to help them, uplift them into a better life.
I always think of Peoria as such a great sports town. Heartwarming thing about them is they're very giving.
Very giving. I've been blessed to run this organization, and the support has been unwavering. And we're going to need that as we continue to, grow, continue to impact the community. So I'm expecting and hoping that we continue in the path that we are developing.
What did it mean to you to be an MVC Hall of Famer this morning?
It's kind of a wow factor, honestly. I shared a little bit about my story, being born to teenage parents, 16 and 17, my mother and father, and just, being born, I would say, the kids say today, for lack of a better term, trenches, and developing and growing and identifying people who saw more in me, and just really tapping into that, and then just, ultimately becoming a mentee to a lot of mentors, and just growing and developing, and here we are,
Congratulations, and thank you for the visit.
No, thank you.
Marcellus Somerville with us at Enterprise Center. Arch Madness, the State Farm halftime report continues right after this. Welcome back to our halftime report, a presentation of State Farm, proud partner of the Missouri Valley Conference. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Valley fans, while you're in town for Arch Madness, visit the home of the St. Louis Cardinals. Busch Stadium Tours and the Cardinals Hall of Fame are just a few blocks from Enterprise Center. Use promo code MVC25 for a special Valley discount on tours and museum visits all weekend long. To get your tickets, visit cardinals.com/tours. When the MVC TV network crew travels to Valley campuses, it considers these properties home. When traveling to League Cities for MVC competition or with youth sports teams, please call or visit the websites of these properties when making plans to follow your favorite team away from home. We'll be back to Enterprise Center right after this. State Farm, proud partner of the Missouri Valley Conference. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Murray State, they won it yesterday over Evansville. Here they come, beating Bradley right now as we're about to start the second half. First half recap, a production of Explore St. Louis. And let's start with the Murray State Racers, the Cardinal Ritter product right here in St. Louis. Nick Ellington for the hometown fans. You know he has family and friends in the house, and he is taking it to Bradley here in the first half. Ellington, good footwork around the bucket as well, but on the other side, the leader of this Bradley team is Duke Dean, and when they need a bucket, they turn to Duke. He's knocked down 2 threes today. They are 2 for 9 from beyond the arc tonight. The best three-point shooting team in America. Trying to pick it up here in the second half. Start planning your next trip to the Gateway City now at ExploreSt.Louis.com. Let's look at those first half stats. Presentation of St. Louis Union Station, the home of attractions like the St. Louis Aquarium and the St. Louis Wheel. You can do it all at St. Louis Union Station. See where it takes you by visiting STLouisUnionStation.com. Bradley shooting the ball well. And right now, a team that, again, 41%. You can see it right there, three-point shooting. They're number 1 in America, but 2 for 9 from beyond the arc. When we come back, Scott Warman, Kevin Lehman have the play-by-play of the second half. It's the Racers by 1.
Credit Union One offers everything.
The MVC TV network is brought to you by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Credit Union One, the official deposit partner of the Missouri Valley Conference. Explore St. Louis. Start planning your visit now at exploreStLouis.com. Great Southern Bank, understanding what really matters. Grinnell Mutual Insurance. Contact an agent near you for all your home, farm, auto, or business insurance needs.
Welcome back to the second half here with Coach Wardle. Coach, 2 of 9 from 3, just 1 assist. How do you get your guys going offensively against a physical Murray defense?
Yeah, I mean, we got to move the ball quicker, and we got to move without the ball. And we're standing too much, letting them deny us. They're very aggressive on the three-point line, obviously. We got to get to the paint, and then we got to have some cutters and better movement, and the ball's got to move faster.
Thank you, Coach. Scott, back to you.
All right, Adam, Coach, thanks so much. And exactly what we were kind of circling here with our stats as well, with the 1 assist. And just 1 offensive rebound, too, for the Braves.
Well, they, in that last meeting, had 13 offensive rebounds. The Bradley Braves have just held the one there in that first half. The big part of their offense is second chance opportunities for Bradley.
Good hands by Ellington, who had a big first half. Dean. Vinovich. Montgomery. Third time wasn't the charm.
Vinovich right there on the rim. Couldn't get that one to go through.
Harcum. No. That would have dropped last time, by the way.
Yeah, that thing would have been zeroed in 24 hours ago. Murray State doing a great job on limiting Bradley on those offensive boards and second chance opportunities. He had 16 when they met last time. There's Davis going downhill.
And he landed on top of maybe one of the photographers that are right underneath the bucket. Good shot from our crew here at the Enterprise Center.
And helping him off. Oh, left foot stepped right on Ferguson's ankle.
Milton from that corner. And Ellington had the offensive rebound. Boy, Vinovich is going to pick up the foul. That is number 2 on the big guy.
Ellington has been superior on this offensive glass, picking his spots. That time got on the weak side, held his ground against the big man. Another opportunity, another bite in the apple for the Racers. They're just taking their time, probing and probing, went deep in the shot clock.
And another foul. Attacking the rim right now early on. Looks like this might be the game plan for Steve Prohm.
They keep playing the second and third side and picking their spots when they're going to dribble, penetrate.
And a reminder to Valley fans, during Arch Madness 2025, the only place to celebrate before and after all the action at Enterprise Center is the MVC Fan Hangout at Ballpark Village. For all you need to know about the Fan Hangout, download the Arch Madness app presented by Great Southern Bank.
12 free throws now for Murray State. Always go back to in Valley play, or in the Valley Conference, they lead the league in free throw attempts, about 23 per game.
And converting them at a very high clip in the last month of the season.
Bradley's only been there 5 times this game. That's a big advantage for the Racers. They've been very patient at the offensive end.
And Johnson again on the drive. And we saw that play from Johnson how many times in the opening 20 minutes. and he would stop probably right in the middle of the paint. There, he went straight through and picked up the foul.
Yeah, that's when he's best. He's got that upper body strength. He can get in there and create contact, draw the foul, and go to the free throw line. I like this Bradley team when they play Johnson and Duke Dean together. Gives them a lot of speed in the backcourt. And Johnson's penetration can help set up the three-point shot for Dean.
And that foul was on Harkham. That is number 3.
Well, no action over there with Steve Prohm. He's going to let Harkham play with 3 fouls.
Ooh. Gotta get him to drop down, man.
Yep. Missed opportunities. Yep. The Braves.
Kicking it out.
Unfortunately, stepped to the sideline.
Yep.
I like what they're doing, though. Again, playing that second or third side. They just keep probing and probing, waiting for a mistake by the Bradley Braves. That time, the air on the Racers. Their 7th turnover. And Christian Davis back out of the locker room on the bench.
No shot as Hannah was fouled before it. Brown trying to get a travel. I don't think he's going to get that call.
Yeah, Hannah over there talking with the trainer, Tyler Crow.
Atlason checks in for Junovic. Montgomery posting up this time, in and out. Bad break there for Zeke.
I tell you what, those guards from Murray are tough, defending the post.
Ellington. And the foul. Watching Christian Davis there, he's standing up behind the bench. Remember, he came down hard just about a minute or so ago. And there you see Brian Wall talking it over with Christian. And he's going to check in here on the next whistle.
Another foul on Bradley is Murray State just stays patient and just keeps probing the interior of the defense.
Atlason now has 3 fouls. So the fouls are starting to add up on both sides.
My concern, the key I had was the length of Bradley, because they 13 offensive boards in that last meeting and 8 block shots. The Racers have kept Bradley off the glass.
Firing away for 3. Rims out. Bradley fans trying to get something going for their team offensively as they get to the feet here at Enterprise Center. Dean on the baseline.
That crowd gets going. Duke Dean feeds off the emotion of the crowd.
Quick hands by Johnson. Harkham tracks it down. Shot clock winding down. Ferguson. And Hannah comes away with it. Davis checking back in. And Ellington picks up the foul. That will be number 3 on Nick Ellington.
Now Duke Dean, he's known as a three-point shooter, but this time, between the legs, a little spin. The scoop off the window for the Duke.
tournament bracket is brought to you by Grinnell Mutual Insurance. Contact the Grinnell Mutual agent near you for all your home, farm, auto, or business needs. All right, half of the semifinal Saturday puzzle has been solved so far, and the top seeds move on to Saturday. Drake versus Belmont, as we're trying to figure out the rest here this evening at Arch Madness and Enterprise Center.
What a performance by Belmont in that first half. They came out smoking against Illinois State. Six players in double figures for the Bruins.
Coach Brome, Coach Wardle matching wits.
This is a possession-by-possession slugfest.
It is. Anna gets the dump down. Stays with it and gets the bucket.
Harkham had to back off because of the 3 fouls.
Yep. And the foul situation is going to be quite the story as we continue here in the second half for really both squads, but I think more so for Murray State because their bench just isn't as long as the Bradley Warriors.
They're going about 7 deep. We haven't seen much of Morgan for the Racers. They've gone
2 seconds.
2 seconds there. They've gone 8 deep. Applewhite and Lindsay.
Cuts the corner. Thomas is out there with 3 personals.
Ellington's got the mismatch.
Yep. They found him. Kicked it back out. Shot clock down at 1, and you want to talk about a big bailout there. Whew.
Now watch the attention that Harkham's getting from the Bradley defense on this play. Look at the number of white jerseys that come at Harkham on that kickoff. 3 of them after him. He's not going to get a shot off today.
Let's see if they try to go to Ellington here. They're trying to post up. Oh! Milton.
Shot fake, big step in the punch.
Wide open for a 3. Davis. Christian Davis drops it down.
Davis loves those corner shots. Now his game's starting to heat up a little bit.
Johnson will pick up the foul.
Here's the kick out. Watch the shot fake. Rise. Picking up the penthouse. At the other end, the answer. Christian Davis. He loves that corner 3. Harkham having a hard time getting any open looks against this Bradley defense.
Anderson. And it looks like Davis going to pick up his 3rd foul.
And more trips to the free throw line for the Racers.
Ferguson to the line, the transfer from Southern Illinois.
Murray State tops the nation in free throw attempts per game.
Spring training is underway, and the 2025 St. Louis Cardinals season is just around the corner. Tickets are on sale now. Get yours at cardinals.com.
Murray State's got to like the pace of this game. It's slow, grinded out game. Braves just can't get this thing speeded up. They're sped up.
Hannah driving on Morgan.
ISO play again. They used that in the first half for Hannah. Running up that elbow. Big sweep move, come back to a strong hand on the left. Get it up on the window.
Milton going right after Jonovic. That's now 3 on him. And this game is being called very tightly here this evening.
A little different than what we saw in one of yesterday's game. But I like what I'm seeing Murray say is keep pounding it to the nail.
How about the guts of Milton? Obviously has some confidence after that big slam, but going right after Jonovic, who collects the missed free throw.
Jonovic now with 9 rebounds. Been a big force inside.
Yeah, 4 of them on the offensive end.
Murray State doing a great job.
Oh, great pick by Jonovic as Johnson went free and clear for the land.
Now Wood with the late recovery. Johnson with the blow-bys attacked the closeout.
Milton stripped away by Hannah. Morgan with the foul.
And Morgan's going to burn a foul and take away the fast break, easy layup. Now watch Wood in the recovery on this play. Johnson gets the top of the key. Wood comes at him. Johnson right by him, gets to the rim.
You said Jonovic told you he was setting picks for Dean. Well, he set him up for Johnson that time.
It's my job is to set screens for Duke Dean. Play defense and rebound, and he's doing both of those today. In his job description.
Hannah on Milton.
This one is called close, Scott.
Milton now has 3 himself.
You stick your hands in there, whistles get blown.
And now Morgan gets a foul for the inbounds.
Team foul on the Racers, so they go into free throw line after this. See that momentum starting to swing towards Bradley.
I agree. Well, the fans are waiting to just erupt.
Yeah. I mean, it was a Duke Dean 3 to get him going.
And there's a lot of red in the arena tonight.
Nice play by Hannah.
8-point lead for the Braves as Steve Prohm calls a TO.
Are you joking? You're joking. Tell me you're joking.
Scott Warman back at the Enterprise Center. Bradley with the 8-point lead in the second half of our third quarterfinal game. And there you see the second half points up to this point. Look at that, only one field goal. That was the slam by Milton in this start of the second half.
They've been able to get to the free throw line, the Racers, but have been digging some dry holes from the field. And they have locked on to this young man, Terrence Harkin. He's not going to get any open looks. Got that 31-point performance last night against Evansville.
Zone now by Bradley to see that for the first time.
Need timeouts every so often.
He's been held scoreless for almost 3 minutes now. Ferguson. And Dean tracks it down.
We talk about the keys, the disruption with the length inside. That length is starting to wear out. Murray State get to the rim, but they cannot convert.
Hannah with an offensive board. Shot clock at 5. Duke. And there's Lindsay. Let's see if the Racers can get something going offensively.
Lindsay working inside.
Hilton on the drive. And Montgomery picks up the foul. Racers will be at the free throw line when we come back, as Steve Prohm's team trails it against the Braves. Folks, the Arch Madness app presented by Great Southern Bank is the official app of the 2025 State Farm MVC Men's Basketball Tournament. The app has all the information you need to plan your trip to St. Louis, including tournament schedule, tickets, hotel accommodations, and special events during Arch Madness. Visit archmadness.com or download the Arch Madness app on your Android or iOS device right now. 8-point lead for Bradley, and Kevin Murray really struggling offensively. Is that against the bigger team that would have the long arms?
They got that length of Jonovich and Hannah and Davis. I want to ask Adam Emenecker. As a player, Adam, how did you attack all that length at the rim?
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing is you got to get guys moving outside of their normal help positions. You can do that from false movement on the backside. You can get some ball movement, ball screens. You know, you look down right now, Murray only 2 of 11 from 3. That's allowing Bradley just to kind of pack it in the paint trying to defend the rim.
And here's to add to Adam's point, 2 of 11 from beyond the arc. At this point, last night against Evansville, they were 9 of 17. What a difference 24 hours makes. By the way, Milton has drawn 6 fouls so far this evening. And he is 7 of 8 from the charity stripe. And he gets the steal on the inbounds. And now a 3. Wood can't get it to go. Ferguson with a nice move inside. Great job by the Racers. 4 quick points out of the timeout.
17 free throw attempts by the Racers. They keep getting in line, but as Adam was talking about, difficult to attack that length inside without moving the basketball side to side.
So again, the length that Kevin and Adam were just talking about, you see the mismatch there, and Wood kind of forced on the foul because Hannah obviously has the size advantage.
Well, Murray State, they're going to switch 1 through 4, sometimes 1 through 5.
Adam, you wanted to add one thing about that, right?
Yeah, the other thing, when you talk about the length, the other thing, Murray hasn't gotten too many opportunities in transition. You want to attack the defense before the defense is set. Once you force that defense in rotation, the length isn't as big of a deal. You got to get people off balance, though. And again, moving that basketball, whether it's in the half court or getting out in transition, really important to be able to get the easy ones.
Bradley's really good in their transition defense, getting back and getting set, switching on the perimeters to take away that penetration.
Ellington back in the game, and when he's in the game, he has been a difference offensively.
Very active around the rim has been Ellington, and they've got him on some mismatches on the screen and roll, get this switch.
Along with Harkin with 3 fouls.
Thomas wants it inside.
Davis finds Dean. Time winding down. Duke just gets it off.
And right before the shot clock, we got another whistle. Got it right on the elbow. Right before the clock goes to 0, you can see it at the other ends that reset.
Duke nearly automatic from the charity stripe this season. One of the best in the business. Now Jonovich checks in, and he has 3 fouls as well.
Duke's got those 2 threes he got in the first half, gave him 101 for the season. He needs another 3 to tie the career 3-point record at Bradley, which sits at 259. He's got 256 career threes.
That 1-3-1 Milton trying to plead his case to no avail, and he's going to have to check out with that 4th foul.
Johnson, look at that upper body strength. Looks like he eats weights for breakfast. Breaks the contact and can still finish the play. And every time Murray makes a little run, Bradley has the answer for it.
They do.
Ellington just gets lost inside trying to post up against Jonovich. He's so huge.
Arkham. Jonovich. 10th rebound of the evening.
He's been good at defensive end for the Braves. Controlled the rim.
And it wants the ball. And the follow by Jonovich.
Serbian showed some emotion.
Braves fans on their feet. 8-point lead, 51-43. Markham going against the big guy, and the follow by Ellington.
Ellington pogo stick. Great timing. Hey, let's see, Jonovich has to go. Side ball screen. No rotation from the weak side. Portland wants to get in front of the big Serbian coming like a freight train right toward the rim.
Applewhite, dribble drive, Jacoby Wood, no. Followed by Ferguson. I'll tell you what, Murray State really attacking the offensive glass right now.
They're going at it. Ferguson missed the tip and gets his own miss.
Now can the Racers get a stop?
Well, Bradley's settled into this half-court game and much more effective.
Dean.
That one would have got the red shirts up and cheered if that would have dropped through.
Ellington going right to the hole, and Nick Ellington will head to the free throw line.
A big lift from the big Serbian. Jonovich, he's got 10 rebounds. Comes in from the weak side and punches that through. Ball screen, and Jonovich again planting his flag at the Enterprise Center.
Credit Union One offers everything you need to get the most.
What's on Tap is poured by Boulevard Brewing Company, born and brewed in Missouri, as the State Farm MVC Men's Basketball Tournament continues with our final quarterfinal matchup featuring Valparaiso, the 11th seed, taking on the Northern Iowa Panthers. Our coverage gets underway with the tip-off right around 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central Time on most of these stations and nationally on ESPN+. Lynn Jacobson, 3rd seed Northern Iowa Panthers. You know Jake is chomping at the bit to go dancing. It's been a while for him.
It has. You got to go back to 2016. That team with West Washburn beat Texas in the first round. Jefferson, a half-court shot, and then the meltdown against Texas A&M.
Ellington now with 15 on the night. He has had himself quite a game playing in his hometown of St. Louis, Missouri.
6 rebounds for Ellington.
What a 2.
9 offensive rebounds for the Racers. They've converted into 13 second chance points as they have attacked that size inside of Bradley.
Applewhite and Hannah with some contact, and it looks like Applewhite's going to pick up his 3rd foul.
I like what Bradley's done, this adjustment. They know this is going to be called close, so they're getting those mismatches and really posting strong. Murray State trying to fight for position with those smaller guards, and it's leading to trips to the free throw line for the Braves. But when you get there,
team right now, 8 of 13 from the stripe.
Say when you get there, you got to convert them. Also become the uncharted turnover.
Thomas, as you see, checking back into the game. Wants to attack it again, and another foul, and that's going to be on Montgomery. That's 3 on him.
Milton hit that ball right in the middle lane, crossing right to the rim, and drawn the foul, and another trip to the free throw line for the Racers. Four-guard line, they just keep trying to spread you out, keep moving you around, as Adam Emnecker alluded to. Keep moving the defense around, and then you try to beat them off the bounce.
The Racers have had the better of it at the charity stripe here this evening, and 16 of 20 with that make. 16 of 21.
They're top 25 in the nation. Racers in free throw attempts. Top 30
in on Wood.
It is. They got that switch again.
56-49.
Warriors decide we're not going to get any points in transition. Let's go half court, try to get switches to our advantage, get Hannah on mismatches, and let him go to work.
Ellington going to work on Thomas. 3-point lead for the Braves, and there Murray State had to take a couple of timeouts in that first half early on, and they're down to 1. They do have the possession arrow.
Yeah, both teams shooting 2 free throws from here on out. And Murray State, they have the same amount of made free throws, 16, as made field goals. 16 field goals out of 42 at 38%. They've been the free throw line 21 times. They average 23 trips a game, 16 makes.
Montgomery, mid-range jumper, just a bit short. All right, we'll see if Murray now can take advantage.
Big possession here.
Milton cut off. Ferguson. And there's Hannah.
Now we talked about that length inside. Hannah, Jonovich walling up in front of the rim. Big defensive stop by Bradley. Or you want to try and catch him before you get that 1 minute mark. You'll be trying to play uphill.
You really can't afford to have more empty sets if you're the Racers.
We're out of time.
Montgomery with the turnaround.
Getting to his spot, Montgomery. He's now got 10.
Trying to drive on Johnson. And attacks Jonovich. Ellington can't get the follow. And a whistle and a foul.
We talked in the open about the length of Bradley inside. And it kind of wears on you as the game goes on. Look at trying to go over the outstretched arm of Jonovich. Ellington on the weak side trying to get a punch through. But that length and size just keeps wearing on you throughout the course of a game.
Both teams in the double bonus situation. Johnson only 2 of 5 this evening from the stripe. Part of the all-freshman team of the Valley this season.
Another misfire. He's played a lot of minutes in the second half as Brian Wardle has gone with his 2 guards, Dean and Johnson.
You see Christian Davis checking in for Brian Wardle's team. He's out there with 4 fouls. The free throw makes it the largest lead of the night for the Braves at 10. Under 3 remaining.
Going with Dean and Johnson at guard pressure against this 4-guard lineup. They've been trying to stop the dribble penetration.
Markham gets the pick. And there's Johnson pulling it away. In transition. Hannah with the flush.
Fast break points have been at a premium for Bradley. Got to run out there.
Ooh, Ferguson with the 3 from the corner and a timeout.
Well, it's been a struggle to get anything in open court for the Braves, but Johnson with a pitch ahead and Hannah with the finish, and then quick at the other end. Ferguson from the corner for the Racers. Now a timeout. Let's see if they come out with some full court pressure after this timeout.
Kevin, why don't we take a look at our players of the game? It is a presentation. State Farm, proud partner of the Missouri Valley Conference. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Really like the activity of Nick Ellington, especially on the offensive glass. 17 points, just kept attacking. 7 of 12 from the field. He's got 8 rebounds, too short of that double-double. Then Hannah, we just saw him in that run out there. 6 of 8 from the field for Darius Hannah.
I really like Hannah's game tonight. He has been very assertive, really at both ends of the floor.
He's played within himself. He hasn't done anything outside of his comfort zone and been a constant presence at the defensive end around the rim. He's got some mismatches and taking advantage of them at the offensive end on ball screen switches. This has been one of those low possession games where you have to be very efficient. Bradley, 52% from the field. And defensively, they have kept Murray State under wraps. Murray State is 36%. Murray State's made most of their damage at the free throw line.
Full court press coming up here by the Racers.
Got to try to get a tip pass.
And Brian Wardle needs to call a timeout before the 5-second call. Steve Prohm is really upset right now. I don't exactly know what he is miffed about, but he was just in the face of the officiating crew. Speaking of timeouts, the timeout before this last one, that was the last timeout for Murray State, so they're out of TOs.
Now, whatever the issue was, you get an explanation from Brock Wells. Brooks Wells.
Montgomery to trigger. Last touch by Milton. Milton's out there also with 4 personals.
Christian Davis trying to get his team to settle down. Senior leadership there from Christian Davis. Just relax. Is inbounded cleanly. We'll break this pressure. Senior leadership from that young man.
Looks like a foul is called on the inbounds, and Steve Prohm cannot believe it, as Steve thought he had a turnover there. And it's on Harcum. That's number 4 on the Murray State guard.
A good pressure by Murray State. Looked like they were going to get 5-second count or a tip pass. Right there, look at Harcum holding on to Johnson, and he gets the steal. Good cam work again by our crew.
Absolutely. 1 of 2. The lead is at 10 with 2 minutes left. Wood finds a wide open look in the corner, and Harcum can't get it to drop down, and it goes out of bounds.
Harcum got 2 threes going. He got that transition 3 in the first half. That one in the second, but he has struggled to get open looks after that huge game yesterday where he had 7 of 7 from distance against the Aces.
Davis trapped.
He got the turnover, got the travel.
Jonovich is going to check back in.
With that big wingspan defensively, Jonovich, 7'6" wingspan inside. Plug it up the middle.
He got 3 fouls. Wood finds Ferguson. And a battle. Ellington gets it. Milton now to Wood. Thought about the 3. Harcum fires up a triple. Another offensive board. Harcum again. And saved by Milton. Oh, he did step out of bounds. And we'll go back the other way. Well, the Racers just can't find the range like they did last night here at Arch Madness.
They kept attacking the glass, getting second opportunities, but as you said, God, they just can't find the bottom of the net here. They've had some good looks at it, especially Harcum.
And that'll be it for Harcum as he picks up his 5th foul on the inbounds play.
Last night, Evansville was Terrence Harcum's night. 31 points, 10 of 11 from the field, 7 of 7 from distance tonight. Just 2 of 12, struggled to get some looks as he was the main focus. He was public enemy #1 on that Bradley scouting report.
As they say, what a difference a day makes, huh? And that's not a good thing, unfortunately, for Terrence.
He put on a show last night.
Yes, he did.
They were all going in. Scott, you already talked about number 35 here, Hannah. He's had a really nice game. It's been solid for 40 minutes.
It truly has. And again, it's not just the points that he's put on the board from an offensive standpoint. He's done a great job defensively. You've seen where he's taken advantage from an offensive side of things, some of those mismatches where he's had the big-time size advantage.
What you like is his efficiency. 6 of 8 from the field. He's got 17 points on 8 field goal attempts. And Bradley going to stay in that zone. Now that Harcum's out, they feel a little more comfortable playing zone.
Wood sets up for a 3. And that's a foul underneath. And that's going to be on Davis. Now Christian will foul out at tonight's game.
Jacoby Hood with that missed 3. He has really struggled today. 0 for 8. For Wood, as he has not scored in this game. Well, Wood does have 6 assists as he was the distributor.
Milton with that free throw make now has 17, but more importantly for Murray State, that's 18 free throws they've made, and they've only connected on 17 field goals. Crazy. Oh, quick hands. Winovich was wide open by himself, and a foul is called.
Good reaction by Applewhite with that steal, and then Johnson got him across the grill. Applewhite with the tip, and here comes Johnson trying to get the swipe, and more trips to the free throw line. The Murray State Racers.
That was a pretty risky move there by Applewhite. It worked out because if somehow, some way, Hannah gets it over to Winovich, she's got an easy slam. See for the season, 74% from the free throw line. And he missed them both.
We got the Bradley faithful up on their feet, ready to celebrate this victory.
Green dribbling out of trouble. All right, let's get to tonight's play of the game. Brought to you by Gatorade. It fuels the best because it is the best.
Well, very few runouts for Bradley, but they get a pitch ahead in Dana. Darius Hannon punches one through for 17 points. Mentioned highly efficient, 6 of 8 from the field for Darius Hannon, the Milwaukee native, the Milwaukee connection.
With the 17 coming in the second half of play. So So Drake, the top seed earlier today, moves on to the semifinals. They'll take on Belmont, who are up to a big start against Illinois State and never looked back in that one. And time winding down here with 35 seconds remaining as the second seed Bradley Braves, as Milton drops down a 3 from the corner. Trying to become the third team into semifinal Saturday as Brian Wardle calls a timeout.
Reinforced to his team. You got to inbound this cleanly. The trigger man is huge in this one, and we see how much Milton likes that left corner. There's that zone that they've been playing since Harcum went out. Milton, the high archer from the left corner, his favorite spot.
With that 3, he now has 20 on the night for Steve Prohm's team.
Been the free throw line 12 times, converted 10 of them.
There you see our game reset once again. 1 timeout remaining for the Braves, and Murray has been out of timeouts for the last 5-6 minutes. Right, our 4th and final quarterfinal matchup coming up here in about a half hour. John Rooney and Rich Sabosic will bring you the 11th seed Beacons from Valparaiso as they will take on the Northern Iowa Panthers, the 3 seed in the tournament this weekend.
Titan Anderson company. Panthers taking on Cooper Schwager, Valpo Beacons.
I can say this much: there is plenty of red here on a Friday night at the Enterprise Center, and you know, Bradley, it's like they're going to advance. I would imagine State 55 southbound from Central Illinois is going to be a little crowded tomorrow heading to St. Louis.
When we talk about crowded arena, they led the league in attendance this year, the Bradley Braves.
Wood, who has had an exceptional career. Applewhite from downtown, and loose ball picked up by Ferguson. Wood fires away, and the 3s are just not dropping tonight for the Racers, as maybe one more foul is called.
Well, Bradley, they've won a grinded out game. This has been a half-court slugfest, and that's what Murray State wanted. Bradley able to survive it. Very similar to the game I called when Bradley went to Knapp Fieldhouse and beat the Drake Bulldogs. So slow possession, grinded game, and you want your team to be able to win different styles of basketball, whether it's fast-paced or slow-paced. You're going to see a little bit everything in this type of tournament.
Dillon, who is our scholar athlete of the game from Peoria, getting a chance to check in as Brian Wardle lets his stars take a seat. Dean, Montgomery, and Darius Hanna.
Survive and advance.
One more time from Milton, and that'll do it. Bradley holds on as they grind to a 70-62 win here tonight as Brian Wardle's team advances to semifinal Saturday.
Well, certainly they got a great production of their big man Darius Hanna, and Jonovic I thought was a real force inside of the paint.
Racers came back after falling behind early in this one, but it was the Braves coming out on top. Valparaiso will be taking on UNI in our final game. Tom Ackerman with our intermission report. Straight ahead, here is Arch Madness 2025.